Salutations everybody, it's me, Sickle, here today with a tutorial. I'm going to give it my best go and hope you enjoy. What we're making today is this key fob. I like to make these. They fit on my wrist nicely. They help me remember where my keys are at all times. This one says never too old for Disney, which I believe is 100%, but today we're going to do this one that says cancer sucks. They all matter because they all do matter, and cancer does suck. And what you will need is a ribbon of your choice. Sometimes I use fun ribbons, sometimes I use serious ribbons. I like to get this one, which is a ruffled ribbon. It's $3.99 for like 3 yards at Hobby Lobby. I normally buy it when it's half off, and these I buy from Etsy a lot of the time. Sometimes I'll find them in other different little shops, or I have friends who craft and they'll find some. I like these D-rings. I get the 1 inch, or it's like 5/8, but just the small little pack. It comes in a pack of 6 for $2.99 at my local Joann Fabrics or Hobby Lobby. I like to buy them. I always use a coupon. And then I've got some pins here that you'll need. Pair of scissors, lighter, and I've got a sewing ruler. I go ahead and I cut these already right at about 13 inches. It could be anywhere from like 11.5 to 15, depending on how big you want the key fob. It will fold in half, and I cut this just a little bit larger, so I have a 14 here. I go ahead and heat seal the edges just for sewing's sake, but that's it. There's a soft side to this, and we're actually going to turn it over and sew onto the rough side. So I will take this and I put it in the middle. I try to evenly space it, and then I pin them all the way along. It shouldn't take too many pins. It's not that large of a project, but I go ahead and I pin. And now we're at the end. So make that last little pin. Now I have my sewing machine, and I like to use an iridescent white one, but that whatever thread works for you works for you. I'm going to go ahead and start my stitch, and then I'll back stitch just a couple. 2, 3. And now it's time to sew. I sew along this edge as close as I can. We're at the end. So back stitch, forward stitch. That's it. Come, cut out the edge. Now I have one side. What I do is I like to pull these out just slightly. So then I can turn this and I can sew the other one too. I go ahead and sew this one as close to the edge as I can too. 1, 2. go ahead and backstitch. Done. Now I'm going to go ahead and take all of these out.
I don't know if my hand's in the frame at all.
Alright, so now we have this. I will cut off the extra and throw it in my garbage. I take this and I will cut it pretty close to the edge of where I sewed. Now, I just find it easier to cut a little extra and sew it and waste that inch. Now heat seal that all up. We're gonna come in and we're gonna take our D-ring and we put it through one of them. We will fold this over like this. And then we come in and I like to then fold this over like so until it looks like this. So loop this one in, I'd say about 1/2 inch. And then give that one a good little lip. And this one, I go ahead and I put in just one little one. I don't really need it in for long. Alright, so now I'm going to sew down and I'm going to sew a rectangle and crisscross it in the middle, and I'll show you when it's done.
Always backstitch. Go slow because now I have quite a lot of material and I have that D-ring. I don't want to break a needle. I've done it plenty of times. 1, 2, 3. All the way across this one. Okay.
The tried and true old learned in home economics backstitch. Rectangle, pull it out, and now I will use my scissors and cut them off really close and cut these off. And there you go. And this is what we have. We have Cancer Sucks. Cancer Sucks. Little D-ring you put on your keys. So this is the one on my key ring. I use it all the time. And you can tell it's very well loved, but it really helps because when I get out of the car, I can just slide it on my wrist. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you try it. Please share what you make with me on Instagram. I would love to see it. And just a little information. Why am I doing this and sharing this tutorial with you today? Because cancer truly does suck. And September is a month of awareness for things like childhood cancer, prostate cancer, polycystic ovarian syndrome, sickle cell anemia, suicide prevention, and many, many more. Every single month, there is a way to educate yourself and become aware of the struggles people are going through, the diseases that are out there, circumstances being. And there are always ways to help, whether it's through a donation, it's through making things and finding an organization that takes them to deliver them to patients or to soldiers overseas, to kids in need, to the homeless, or doing a 5K. There's always a way to make yourself more aware and to help those that are fighting to get their causes heard. And this is just one of the ways that I have chosen to bring awareness to some of the cancers out there. Every single month there's something new, so take the time to educate yourself and make a difference, because you can. I thank you so very much for watching. I can't wait to try my hand at some more tutorials. I thank you so much. Have a great day and a great big beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.